with your favorite segment, the lovely and talented Susanna Baker, and our Art Talk segment. Susanna, how are you this lovely, incredibly hot Tuesday?
It is a hot Tuesday, and I got to tell you, it's getting hotter in here in the studio with all this talent and all these stars. Leanddro is a guest of mine this morning, is a dear friend also. I have witnessed this songwriter, guitar player, producer of music. I met him about 5 years ago at a church where they were doing non-charity. You know how we're always empowering the community. Absolutely. And it was Little Roses, and the pastor at that time had invited me, and I went out, and I was really impressed with Leanddro, who is a Latino rock, at that time at least. And then as I continued to bloom the relationship through different charities that I did, I also had met a beautiful lady called Julia Alba, who invited me to the Caribbean Heart Menders, which is a wonderful nonprofit organization that empowers children with heart congenital diseases. And so I went out to their gala, and there was Leanddro again on stage, singing and playing. And, you know, through his performances and through his concerts, he has empowered the nonprofits in the community to bring awareness to these different causes. And with that said, I have the pleasure to welcome Leanddro onto my show. Good morning.
Thank you very much. Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Oh, I love having you. You came here. This was a long-awaited invitation. And yes. I really got to tell you, I've seen in the last few years, you just bloom, your commitment, your passion to not only empowering nonprofits, but also to your music industry. I had the wonderful invitation to go to a surprise party for Carol Campos, which is funny because it's the mother of the young artist you're about to release the CD. And I saw your studios downtown, and I love that you empower the downtown arts through your commitment of having your office and studios there. But also, I was invited by you last week for the red carpet CD release for Karoneill, your young artist.
Yes, correct. Actually, well, music. I think you were talking about charity, music, and all together there at the same time. But, you know, I think those are part of my passions actually in life. You know, when you have different passions, you want to combine them so you can actually do the same thing at the same time. I use music to actually help kids in different ways. And we have, like, as you said, like our Little Roses, that foundation that helps little girls in Honduras, Caribbean Heart Menders, kids with heart problems. And, you know, it's always good to use your art, your talent, your passion to help others in the community. Now, my music, as you said, yes, it's a little mix of rock, reggae, some Latin music that I love, and being from the Caribbean, of course. And in this case now, a little bit more on the R&B, producing this young artist, Karoneill.
Karoneill, I have to tell you, seeing you this morning here at the radio station, you do look like a sweet, wonderful 16-year-old. Mm-hmm. I mean, mature, obviously, but still a little girl in the sense of the face, the innocence. But when I saw you on stage last Thursday at the Hoxton, let me tell you, you looked like older, I guess, because of your confidence and the way you just commanded that stage, that audience. I mean, you had me on my toes. It seemed like you have been doing this all your life. Now, there's absolutely no doubt that it's a God-given gift. And I want to tell you, like, what inspired you to get into music and singing?
I mean, it's just, I don't know, it's like something that I know that God has given me the talent to, you know, the blessing to have this talent, and I want to use it in a, you know, good way. But I've always, you know, been into music, and at age 10, I decided that this is really what I want to do. So, yeah.
Well, that's wonderful. You know, I love your songs. I bought the CD track that night. How could you not? You know, it's so well done. Your dance up, your back up. I mean, I was really impressed. Let me tell you guys, and I don't say that often. You know, especially with emerging artists. I normally work with a lot of masters, and in emerging art, really, it's this blessing. It's not just luck. It is luck, but there's a combination of everything. But it's a lot of knowledge, experience, putting it out there the right way, and then of course luck and meeting the right producers to play it and bring it on air and all that. What triggered you to do Karoneill?
I saw a lot of talent in this young artist, and since 2008 we've been working together. Actually, we started a little more into the pop side, and then we kind of transformed the whole music into R&B. You know, being something that you can play a little bit more with it. Like, you know, there's in this album actually, which consists of 10 songs. There is a lot of songs about love. You know, that young love, also the dreamy fantasy love, and also there is a song actually that she dedicated to her mom, and I'm sure that a lot of people will relate to this song.
Out of the album, is there any particular, because I know Impossible Love is the title, and that's the main song.
Yes.
And sometimes when you listen to your track again and again, there's other ones that just kind of pop up and say, you know what, I really love this one too. Is there a favorite song? Is it still Impossible Love out of the album? Or is there other ones that I know you're the songwriter to all these songs too, right?
Oh boy. Yes, actually, I'm the songwriter and producer of all the songs. But
Awesome.
when you ask about, like, you know, if I have a favorite song, it's kind of complicated. I have like about 500 songs. It's complicated to actually say this is my favorite one.
But in this album,
I had to say that the first song is called Silently. It got to me, like, you know. And I always say, like, you know, when I'm writing a song, if you get a tear out of me, you know, I know that I'm really gonna like it forever, and I won't get tired of it.
Oh wow.
And that's one of those songs.
Well, listen, I have to commend you with the talent. We are going to be playing now for our listeners the new CD release that can be bought at Amazon/TuningForkRecords.com, and it's also available a la venta at iTunes/CDBaby.com. And Karoneill is a brand new star. We're so proud for you to be a product of Miami. Knowing Leanndro, we're so proud that we have you as a songwriter and talent. And here's Karoneill, Impossible Love.
Yeah.
Karoneill, I'm ready. You're going to be late for the recording.
Okay, I'll be right there, Dad.
Called anything impossible under the sun. I always saw the way out in the most difficult moments. Pero un día entraste en mi corazón con la posibilidad dar un mal final, y este romance sin principio terminó. I know that we are different in so many ways, and in the eyes of everybody this is not right. Pero ¿qué puedo hacer con lo que siento y dónde iré a esconderme de este amor? Impossible love, I know that it's an impossible love. What my heart's este romance sin principio terminó. I know that we are different in so many ways, and in the eyes of everybody this is not right. Pero ¿qué puedo hacer con lo que siento y dónde iré a esconderme de este amor? Impossible love, I know that it's an impossible love. Vamos a survive through this journey de dolor y de desilusión. Impossible love, sé que es un amor imposible. No sé si mi corazón podrá sobrevivir a tanto dolor. ¿Qué podemos hacer si dejárselo el tiempo? Or fight for this love, ven y dímelo ahora. ¿Qué haremos con este imposible amor? Ay, ¿qué podemos hacer si dejárselo el tiempo? Or fight for this love, ven y dímelo ahora. ¿Qué haremos con este imposible amor? Impossible love. Impossible love.
Well, that was fabulous.
Excellent.
Wow. Absolutely
Very good.
great. I have to tell you, even your voice, you wouldn't know it's a 16-year-old. And the way you sing, I don't know how many impossible loves you've had. I know he's the songwriter here. But I got to tell you, I think we've
Hopefully
all...
none right now. I'm 16. I'm a dad with a daughter, so I'll tell you right now.
Leanndro is the songwriter here, but you sing it like you've been through it, which is wonderful. I mean, you sing with a lot of passion and commitment, and like, you know, you've lived it, which is great. That's a talented person. I mean, that's what it's all about. And the truth is that you're a voice of a lot of youth, and a lot of youth do start at earlier life. And you deal with your music to empower them, and your songwriting does the same thing. And I have to tell you, in this album, it's a mixture of Spanish, English, and Span-English.
Actually, it's mostly English. The
Mostly
whole album.
English, okay.
It has 3 songs. 2 songs in Spanglish. We call it Spanglish.
Uh-huh.
And then 1 song in Spanish. The rest is all English.
English.
Yeah, but sorry, about the impossible love, I think there is always a possibility of impossible love in all of us.
Yes.
And, you know, that's why it inspired me to actually write these songs. Like, you know, it's most of my songs I actually have part of myself, like, you know,
Yes.
the life I go through it, you know.
Sure.
But on this particular one, I just thought about, you know, the imagination can just fly with it.
Well, when you have the talent the way you have, I mean, you could probably write about anything, like an alien in Mars that fell in the water or whatever. But, you know, you would put the music because that's the talent. You see the scenario, you captured it in your mind, you put it through your heart, and it flows through the pen. And that's amazing.
Thanks.
And that's talent. And also, I've seen your music, your studio is an amazing studio. And so I like you to tell people if they wanted to maybe bring somebody or drop a CD off or you know, showcase or do something with you, how can they get a hold of you?
I'm always willing to help some starting artists because I've been there and I know how it is not to have somebody to help them. So yes, if they want to contact me, they can go to leanddro.com. That's Leanndro with double D, leanddro.com. And they can find the contact to me at 786-222-0783, my phone number, 786-222-0783. And
Website?
as I
Do
said,
you have a website?
yeah, leanddro.com.
And that's Leanndro, L as in love, E as in Edward, A as in Apple, double D.
And double D-R-O.
Right, okay,
Yes,
.com.
correct.
And Karoneill, to find your records, where will we find your records or information about you?
You can find me at www.karoneill.com. On
And
Twitter,
Karoneill with a K?
Karoneill.
Okay.
And on Facebook, Twitter, and on Instagram as Karoneill Music.
Karoneill Music with a
Yes.
K.
Yes.
Well, I got to tell you, you guys are talented. God bless you. Continue
Thank you.
to shine. Let Miami shine because it's the prodigy of stars like you that give this magical city even more magic. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for being on. And that was a tremendous song.